Hi, I'm Ronelle Coburn, founder of the Life Purpose Academy and Life Purpose Now. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to take your fingerprints using a couple things you probably have around the house. One is just a pencil, and ideally you want a number 2 or darker leaded pencil. Most of them running around are number 2s. So you need a pencil, you need some tape, any kind of tape like this that you've got around will work. And you'll want a blank piece of paper, and then you'll want your piece of paper that you're actually going to take your prints on. It could just be a blank piece of paper. Maybe you've got one of these printing sheets from me because you're doing a consult or a life purpose identification report or some such. So the main thing you want to know starting out is with the paper you're going to print on, you want it to be either at the edge of your table where you're going to print or on a sheet that's got boxes like this. You want to fold it over the edge of the table where you're going to put your fingerprints. It just frees your hand up here to be out of the way so you can take the best prints possible. And so taking fingerprints this way with pencil and tape, you need to first take your pencil and you need to scribble and make a thick patch of the pencil. Really go over it. You can see that I'm making it really dark. What you're doing is you're putting the pencil lead, which is graphite, down on the paper, and we're going to end up using this to take your fingerprints. This is a particularly good method to use when somebody's fingerprints are hard to read if you use ink. This is a sort of finer method of taking the fingerprints. So you want to really scribble a really dark patch, like I'm doing, of the pencil down on the paper. And then you want to get that near the edge of your table. And you need your patch to be big enough, right, to stick your whole upper finger on it, from the top to the first joint and from left to right. So the patch needs to be big enough. And what you do is you want to roll your finger, that whole top part, across the graphite. And if you look, you'll see that, there's pencil on your finger, and it might not look like a lot. It doesn't have to be a lot. But then you're going to take a piece of tape, because the graphite won't stick to the paper by itself. So what you do is you take a piece of the tape and you put the tape over your whole finger here, and then you remove it and it puts the graphite from the pencil onto the tape. And so then you stick it onto your paper. In this case, I did my right pointer finger first. So given that I've got boxes, there's a box that says right pointer finger, and I stick it in that box. I'm going to do my right thumb. Can't hurt to add a little more pencil down as you go along because you'll use the graphite up. So you do the same thing. I need to make it a little bigger because the top of my thumb's a little bigger. I've got it on the edge of the paper so my hand can go off of the table, and I roll it from one side to the other all the way, and I get the whole top of that finger, in this case the thumb, on there. And then I take my piece of tape and I want to put it down the middle of that finger, over the whole face, and I want to press down on it a little bit, and this is what takes the graphite. And then you peel it off gently, and then I'm going to stick it in the box for the right thumb. If you've got these printing sheets, then you're going to do it twice for each finger. You're going to just re-graphite it again. You need to add some more. Get another piece of tape. You're going to use some tape up here. Stick the tape on the face of the finger. Give it a little gentle rub. Pull it off again and stick it in the box. So you want to do this for all of the fingers. And you want to take a look at your piece of paper and see if you can see a pattern there. And if you can, then I'll be able to see that pattern too. Now for students, what you really need to remember when you're taking prints this way is that the fingerprint image is going to be reversed from how it is normally if you take an ink print or a lipstick print. So you need to pay attention to that, especially with the loop fingerprints, because usually, remember, the loops come in and out from the pinky side of the hand. Well, when you put them down in tape like this, all of a sudden they're going to be reversed toward the thumb. Don't think that all of a sudden you got a handful of radial loops. So this is this sort of pencil and tape method, very, very easy to do. The trick is to just make sure you get enough graphite on the paper. So as you go along, keep adding more pencil to your piece of paper. You know, take a print, then add some more pencil, then take a print, then add some more pencil so that there's enough graphite to pick up the print. And you just do it for your sheet, whether it's this sheet or it's a blank piece of paper. If you're a client doing it this way, or I've asked you to take your prints this way or retake them, you know, you just need to do 1 sheet's worth if you're going to scan them and email them to me. If you're going to put them in the paper mail, then it's best for you to do 2 sheets of these, and you want to send one back to me in the paper mail and keep one. So if that first one gets lost, you'll have another copy ready to go that we can use. So that is how to take your prints using tape and pencil method. Again, this is really great for students and other analysts out there. Really great way to take prints when somebody's got a lot of lines on tops of their prints, or they've got low ridges, their prints are hard to see. This tends to be the best method to get hard to get prints. All right, experiment, have a good time, and we'll see you next time. Bye.